published 17:28 Eastern Standard Time, the 24th of February 2018, updated 2013 Eastern Standard Time, the 24th of February 2018. Super is often the appropriate prefix for Paul Pogba, a superstar at a superclub in a supercar. The same goes for his representative Mino Raiola, one of that cluster of super agents whose wealth is astronomical in power, even greater, and herein lies a healthy portion of Pogba's problem. Jose Mourinho is known to have held reservations about Raiola's management of the central midfielder earlier this season, and that sense of unease has only heightened in recent weeks amid Alexis Sanchez's arrival and a worrying dip in form. Mourinho has been agitated by Raiola's visits to the club's training ground over the past few months. Nice and familiar when United are flying, an annoyance when they are not. Paul Pogba's problems at Manchester United may be connected to warring super agents. Pogba arrives at the Lowry Hotel on Saturday night ahead of United's game against Chelsea. The £89 million midfielder has had a strained relationship with manager Jose Mourinho this season. Senior players have noticed too, disturbed by Pogba's demeanour at Carrington and left wondering if he is worth the fuss. It needs a wise head to sit him down. These are testing times, regardless of whether the most expensive midfielder in the world performs against Chelsea. That everything surrounding the player is so grandiose grates on a manager who, even allowing for ever more frequent public disputes, usually places the common goal of his squad ahead of anything else. That club staff had to be deployed to fetch Pogba from his bed in Hale Barnes. After failing to report for training on time before Christmas did not go down well. Was this the attitude of a man who truly wanted to maximize his potential? What, you wonder, has Raiola been telling him before and since? Pogba's representative Mino Raiola has irked United by regularly coming to training. There is talk that Mourinho's agent, Jorge Mendes, may move to add Pogba to his stable. Friction, which has bubbled under for some weeks, became public just days after Sanchez came from Arsenal with a monstrous pay packet dwarfing the Frenchman's. Mourinho substituted Pogba with 27 minutes to go at Tottenham. The game had already gone United 2 down and aimless going forward, and it is widely accepted that Pogba did not do enough defensively at Wembley. Mourinho has twice overlooked him since, preferring 21-year-old Scott McTominay. Pogba was on the bench at Sevilla, arguably United's biggest game so far this season, until Ander Herrera's 17th-minute injury. To him, warm-up among the substitutes in southern Spain was to view an unhappy man, lacking focus, constantly misplacing simple passes to Matteo Darmian in the drills. That he fitted in nicely as United escaped with a draw was a surprise. Raiola has aired all this with interest. That Real Madrid have been aired out over the level of their interest is frankly astonishing for a player costing £89 million who is only 18 months into a 5-year contract. Yet with all these situations, there is an undercurrent, and Jorge Mendes, another agent with the super prefix, has considered the possibility of adding Pogba to his stable of clients, which include Mourinho and United's goalkeeper, David De Gea. Mourinho looks to be losing faith in Pogba, instead preferring Scott McTominay in midfield. Whether that is attainable is another matter given Pogba's loyalty to Raiola, who has moved Henrik Mkhitaryan in and out of Old Trafford while Mourinho has been in situ. Ajax revealed last week that Mendes had contacted them about Patrick Kluivert's son, Justin. His agent, Mino Raiola. The games may well be afoot between the two rivals. The strongest relationship Raiola holds at United is with Executive Vice Chairman Ed Woodward, who was interested in signing Pogba from Juventus 2 years before his 2016 arrival. Lines of communication were open. Pogba was on the bench at Sevilla, arguably United's biggest game so far this season. Pogba came on after 17 minutes due to injury and performed well in a more defensive role. He also remain open between Mourinho and Pogba now, but the bond is strained, certainly at its worst since he rejoined the club. Heated discussions in private are evidence of that. So too the constant debate over his best position, which the manager has engaged with, and the inferences about his lifestyle. Nemanja Matic, in favor with Mourinho, spelled out his manager's modus operandi. In every team he wants to have a good midfield, said Matic, speaking generally. Jose likes players who can control the game and give balance to the team. I'm trying to give my best. If this is enough I don't know, but I'm happy because I'm playing almost every game. We've got a good relationship, and even before the to Chelsea, there's nothing to hide. I try my best and he respects that. There remains hope for a better relationship between Pogba and Mourinho, which United need. Matic's workload will be heavy on Sunday. Herrera marked Eden Hazard out of this fixture last April, but a hamstring injury rules him out. Scrutiny will also be on Pogba, who is set for a recall, given the defensive responsibility required should they play a midfield three. Eden is a player who is very difficult to neutralize, said Mourinho. Of course he is a very important player for them, but Willian is also an important player for them, and his job on Eden was important. He did an amazing job, but these are different matches, conditions, circumstances, different players. The circumstances seem to have changed for Pogba too, even if the situation remains salvageable.